What is up? What the fuck is up, chat? Looks like we got another video game going on here, huh, bub? Alright, we're back. What is up, everybody? Hello. I'm your host, Mr. Together. And we're about to go live, and my cat is also looking at me like, who the fuck you talking to, dude? Alright, let's see how we're looking. We're gonna play a new game. This game's called Werewolf the Apocalypse. It's a World of Darkness related game, I believe. If I'm not terribly mistaken. I believe that's what kind of game it is. And yeah, we're gonna take a look at it. Alright. Let's put these bad boys on. So, first step, as always, turn the light off. Get it nice and spooky in here. Ooh. So this is a tabletop game. Yeah, so there's lots of reading involved. Sorry. So there's gonna be lots of reading involved, which will be nice. Oh, there's the cat. You want to come say hi to chat? There she is. She don't want to be up there. But, yeah. That's what we're gonna do. There is a full moon outside in real life, like I said, and that's weird. That is really weird. It looks like the moon's rising again. Strange. That is so strange. What? Wow. 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 It's coming. It's coming. Oh. 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 It's coming. Oh God, it's coming. The moon. Okay, hello. I'm Werewolf Jack. Okay, what do we got here? What do we have here? Let's see. We have a video game. A video game about a thing I might know a thing or two about. So if I can find my headphones, we can begin. Aha. Okay. Aha, ha ha ha. Okay. Let's see what we can find here. New game. Okay. Do I want more paw or less paw? Let's make everything good to go. Oh, it's on options, I guess. New game. New game. Got a character sheet, a journal, confirm back, move cursor. Alright, cool. Let's go! Let's go, son! Prologue. Premonition. Start the chapter. This is a game about rage. It helps us do the things that need to be done as well as things that we later regret, sometimes both. How do you feel about that? Great! I'm always angry! I'm okay with anger when it's useful. I'm okay with anger when it's useful. Dum 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 dum. Well, I prefer to think before I act. We're gonna go with great! I'm always angry. Yes. The rage is high. So you're the inspired warrior type. That's okay. There's no right path here. Just your decisions and their consequences. Yeah, fuck the consequences. Let's start already. We have a story to tell. Alright. Ooh. Ooh. Got the munes. Got him. I got the fucking munes. I got his ass. Got it. Got it. Got it. Hopefully I sound alright. What's going on out there in chat? Looks like a whole lot of nothing. The forest. The woods are full of stars. They flicker. Come closer. Run away. They want me to chase them? To play hide and seek? I hunt, I observe. Alright, let's go with observe. They want me to... Alright, I read that part. I watch as they dance around the tree trunks, float up on the gusts of winds that shiver through the branches, disappear among the leaves. There are words in their dance, but I don't understand them. Not yet. Then they bunch up and fly toward me like an arrow. Rushing down, they're soon upon me. But just before the spear of light pierces my breast, they disappear and the dark of night returns. In the darkness, I feel tangled roots of stories keeping the forest alive, and I finally catch the scent of the enemy. I jump forward, and then I wake up. It's just a dream. Cold and alone. Confused, I open my eyes. The forest around me is thick, dark, and reeks of decay, to such an extent that it's hard to breathe. Yeesh. The smell fascinates me. I recognize this forest. Why am I here? I think I'm going to have to go with the smell fascinates me, because it threw me. Smell both fascinating and repulsive. It is everywhere. A memory stirs deep in my mind, something elusive from my earliest childhood. The tree trunks, wrapped tightly in the darkly leaved ivy, are covered in ripples of lichen. Lichen? Where the vines haven't taken hold. The thorny, leafless bushes at their base are overrun with nettles. The fungi radiate a ghoulish, sickly, scream dark light. Dark, sponge-like mushrooms cling to the fallen trees. I try to breathe. I'm cold. Something is rotten. I try to breathe. I take a deep breath and suddenly realize it's not the forest that smells so foul, it's me. I look down and see my hands covered in a dark substance. I'm naked, a sticky, glistening film of liquid clinging to my skin. I can feel it in my face, in my hair, in my blood. I shout at the forest. Forest! I shout at thee! Why have you cursed me so? Scream wakes up something deep inside my chest, and then I see a severed head right in front of me. Some choices are hard to make and will strain your willpower. I wince and touch it. I'm gonna be sick. Let's get sick. Face contorted, eyes bulging, the mouth open, the tongue stuck out. It's obscene. Yeesh. I feel bile rising in my throat and I start to retch. And then, eyes open in the darkness. The enemy. Who is it? Let's go with the enemy. When the eyes open in the darkness, I can see their silhouettes, shade of jet black against this darkness. They reek of metal and acid and oil and money. Massive creatures, some with mandibles, some with spidery legs. Their faceted eyes burn like small industrial furnaces. Jesus Christ. I look at them, and something awakes inside my chest. Let's go with rage. I throw my head in the direction of shining eyes. Is my cat trying to get my attention? Yes. What is up, cat? I'm trying to play this video game. This thing's hard to read in. What's up? Alright, I throw my head in the direction of the shining eyes and launch myself into the air. My whole body sings with the rush of adrenaline. I descend and sink my teeth into the neck of a monster that was stupid enough to stand in my way. In a moment of clarity, I almost understand what the forest wants from me. And then I wake up. Alright, let's start the chapter. Dreams. Maya, wake up. I jerked upright, irritated. My neck was stiff and movement sent a sudden, sharp wave of discomfort through my body. I wasn't in the forest anymore, I was on a bus. The sun streaming through the windows, making it hard to see, and the girl next to me, touching my shoulder, disturbed. Let's go with what happened. Overcoming the urge to push her away was hard. Overcoming your rage strains your willpower. Oh, I'm gonna freak out on random people now. Because I got the rage. I just want to use it to fight other werewolves. Are there gonna be werewolf fights in this? Probably, maybe. She looked at me concerned. You were singing, I guess, in your sleep. I blinked. The memory of the dream was still there, and the overwhelming smell of the old forest. I looked outside. I must have bitten my lip, I thought, as I ran my tongue over my teeth. The forest outside the window was watching me. Ooh, fuck, that's not cool. That is not cool. Alright, her name was Anya. We met a couple weeks earlier. In the orientation day, she was from Norway, a tall, broad-shouldered, calm person who wore long hair and braids. Somehow I'd managed to talk her into this crazy field trip in the land of my ancestors. She seemed excited. Annie reached into her backpack, took out 2 apples. I'm really happy we decided to come here, she said. Yeah, I said, offering her some of my cabanasi. Oh, that word hit me. That word hit me wrong. Some cabanasi. It's a dry, meaty sausage that were so much better than the original Polish ones back in the U.S. I'm glad Anya had decided to come with me. I had problems keeping friends around and I really needed one. I did some searching. What are you doing up there? As you can see, I'm clearly a very intimidating dog. I wish Anya had decided to come with me. I had problems keeping friends around. I really needed one. I did some searching, she said, from over her phone. And this place is amazing. The last primordial forest in Europe. The trip was my idea. Ha 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 ha. Our summer language course was starting in a few weeks, and I had managed to talk Anya into skipping the tours of concentration camps and old churches. Visiting Blawazia National Park with me instead. So far, it's beautiful, she said, her eyes smiling. But why are we here again? That's a good question. There being a small village in the northeast Poland near the border with Belarus. It's famous for its national park, the very last European bison. And according to a quick web search, occasional tensions between far-right troublemakers in the local community. Yikes! The most honest answer would have been, I've been dreaming about the forest since I can remember. People didn't understand when I said things like that. I looked her in the eyes. I kept it simple. I told her I'm just gonna tell her everything. Let's get it all out of the way. If she gets mad and goes, then hey, at least I don't have to deal with a side character. I don't think the game's gonna give me much of a choice either way, but we'll see. I've always had dreams in this forest. It speaks to me. I'm not sure. Only my grandfather understood the dreams. Respect the forest, he'd say, and pay attention to your dreams. It was all I got from that part of my family before my mom took me to run off and come. Yeah, just keep going. Kitty! Kitty! What the fuck you doing, kitty? Yep, kitty. Kitty! You gotta get the fuck down, kitty. Oh, that's pretty fucking scuffed. That's pretty fucking scuffed right there. Fucking goddamn scuffed. This cat knows I've got no peripheral vision right now. Let's see. Let's just continue, I guess, with the reading I have here in front of me. Wow, that's intense. She looked at me with what seemed like respect. I wouldn't dare tell anyone a story like that. I think it's great you come from such a magical place, she smiled. The last ancient forest in Europe. Thousands of years old. I wasn't sure if I was fond of that magic, but it was hard to ignore. And that was precisely why I needed to do something, anything about my future. That damn forest and my weird-ass family. I had a clear goal in mind. I wasn't there by mistake. I had planned this trip for months with a clear goal in mind. Kitty! 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 Get down, kitty. Fucking trying to fucking play a video game here fucking on the goddamn fucking internet, kitty. Fucking, what the fuck? It's alright. Go. Jesus. Alright. 2% done. 2% done. We're all good till we get to the first fucking... All good till we get to the first fucking scare. That's what it is. Just gotta get to the first fucking spooky scare. And we will be scared. Scared. Kitty. I can see you on the camera, kitty. Goddamn kitty! The fuck kitty! All right, let's see. I had to face the forest, of course. Whatever. That's just. I need fucking goddamn kitty. I'm trying to read the fucking game. This thing's fucking hard to read in. But I mean, I'm a werewolf, obviously. It's just being a werewolf in general is hard to read, I guess. Oof. That joke got just not fun. It got real dark and not fun. All right. Welcome home. Your willpower is dropped to 0. You lose all health or willpower. You become impaired. This will make physical tasks if you have 0, or social or mental tasks if you have 0 harder and sometimes impossible. Shadows moved. For a second I could have sworn they'd moved, but then I realized it was just a black cat walking down the sidewalk. Yeesh, I got a fucking black cat right here. My little black cat. My little black cat. When it saw me, it stopped in its tracks. I'm gonna decide to ignore it, which is what I'm trying to do in real life, but it ain't fucking working. I turned to Anya. Why do you never attract any attention from stray animals? What? I don't know, she shrugged, looking around. Didn't you say your friend would be waiting for us? But he wasn't there, and the cat was still staring at me. Oh god, the cat's the friend. The cat's the friend. Right? That's the twist? That's the horror movie twist? That's where it gets spooky? Let's go. Anya put on her backpack. I'm tired. I really need to find a toilet. Ooh. I didn't know what to do. I was too tired and distracted to think clearly. My friend was nowhere in sight. Cool. But the meeting was just too important. Yeah, we want to meet the friend. It's going to be the cat, right? She needs to pee and I don't give a fuck. Alright, fuck it. Let's go pee. Oh, we got a bed and breakfast here. A few hotels and hostels, but preferred form of accommodation was bed and breakfast. And that's where we stayed. Even though I'm a werewolf, we're staying at the bed and breakfast. Yee-hee! I found one that was nice and clean, had good reviews. We had a room on the second floor with a huge window. That's creepy, and a great view of the forest. That's creepy too. We dropped off our stuff and freshened up a bit. Maybe we should have waited for your friend. I shrugged. I'll find him sooner or later. I'll find him sooner or later. Before you go, check your character sheet and journal. Press wide open. You can find a load of useful. Cool. Cool. We're just gonna go in the forest alone. That's all we're gonna do. Just go directly into the forest alone. Alright. Alright, if you say so. God damn. There's a lot of shit to this game. I'm not doing it justice so far. There's a lot to read. Fucking lot of shit. Character sheet and shit. The fuck? I'm not cunning at all. It's fuck. I'm fucking look at that shit. Oh, I'm fucking not cunning. That's not good. Alright, that's cool. Let's close it up and let's go to the forest. We'll just go there randomly by ourselves without the dude that we know. There's a dude there already. Wait, who's Daniel? When the fuck did they introduce Daniel? Oh, so they meet him there. So if I found him now, here we are. I wasn't sure who the fuck we met. What stories could they tell? I loved what I saw. It was alien. There's something unsettling about it all. He smiled and nodded. It is. You're smart. He was a strange man, slender but muscular, not the CrossFit type. It was more the kind of strength you get from working all day long in the open. His skin was weather-beaten and bronzed by the sun. Like tanned leather, he moved in a very deliberate way. But his fingers were slim and delicate, and his eyes were the strangest shade of yellow-green. Then I remembered why I was there. I told him I dreamed of the forest. I was cautious when asked my question. No, let's not tell this. We'll just fucking tell everybody. I had dreams about this place. Hi, my name is. I've had dreams about this place. Hi, I had dreams about this place. You know. Kitty, what the fuck? All right, we're gonna take a little break. We'll come back in just a moment. Alright, we're back. I think we're having some sound issues, though, unfortunately. That's not good. Alright, we'll try. We'll try again, alright. So I was right, there was something hidden in my family's past. It seemed it had a lot to do with the forest. Every time you learn to do something significant, that will bring you closer to your goal and you regain willpower. Ooh, nice. So with every step I was getting closer to solving the mystery, so I followed him. We have to choose a path. There's Old Wolf's Den or the Barrows first. We're claiming that some folks call a place of power. Where should we go? I'm thinking place of power. But Wolf's Den also sounds right up my alley right now. Kind of feeling. I guess I'll go Wolf's Den. We started walking, but after a few steps, he stopped abruptly. Then he remembered something. He turned to me. Could you do me a favor, please? You haven't given me a reason to blindly trust you, I scoffed. He ran his hands through the moss on a dead tree trunk. He smelled his fingers and reached into his pocket. He pulled out a small stone. Okay, it was a stone. I noticed some brown spots on its surface, but otherwise it was just a stone. Must have been something more, at least to Daniel. Okay. I would like you to take this stone. Oh, it's going to make me decide if I should take it. I did what he asked. Alright, let's do it. It felt alive? I was curious. Yeah, I'm curious about what's going to happen to me if I throw it. I don't really want to hold it. It was warm and it felt grounded when I squeezed it. I closed my eyes and thought about the wolf's den, trying to imagine that place. I thought about old wolf tracks and the bones of their prey. I fucking hawked the stone. I can't do hand gags without proper glove effects. Not effects. I felt my hand rising slowly on its own and throwing the stone as far as I could throw it. Disappear without a trace, and that, okay, yeah, I was asking for that, wasn't I? What happened? You were accepted, he answered with a faint smile before he turned his head to go deeper into the forest. You better fucking believe I'm fucking accepted, motherfucker. You better fucking believe I'm fucking accepted. God fucking damn it, they better fucking let me in. First thing I noticed when we stopped was a pine tree I know. There's a wolf on the ground. Oh, I'm blocking it, but there's a wolf. There's a wolf on the ground. Oof. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Just in case it is fucking up. Alright. I saw the tree in my dream. Hello again. Fuck. I think we're just going to have to go forward with not having any more audio from the game, unfortunately. We're only gonna play for a little bit longer, probably anyway. So, but yeah, we're gonna just mute it. It sounds like it's not working, so sorry. I'm sure the music in this game is cool. It is pretty cool so far, for sure. It definitely has been. Okay, the two dark guys gazing at me as I approached. Oh, fuck. Humans did something to this place. Six cubs that were in the roots of the tree. Yeah, it's pretty weird that he's enjoying that part. I felt slightly anxious about listening to him. I was on the brink of remembering things I wasn't aware I knew. I don't think they wanted to hurt the wolves, he continued. They probably thought they had been abandoned. That's why they took the cubs with them. Humans have this instinct where you try to befriend everything, especially if it's dangerous. Not befriend, enslave. I didn't disagree. Yeah, we were like that. Yeah, let's go with the rage. We'll juice up the rage a little bit. Fuck it. I'm not saying it always works out, but the intention is good, and I believe the men who kidnapped the wolves wanted to do something kind, he continued. Oh, I thought they were going to be murdered. But two lived to see the cold summer that year. The wolf mother used to come to the farm where they were at and howl while people went gray if they heard her. I knew that howl. Suddenly I'd heard it. I knew exactly how it sounded, and I felt despair and I'm going to be one of those cubs. I'm going to be one of them. I am one of them. They whimpered for their mother to leave. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Do 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 do. Every time she came, we whimpered, begged her to leave. We all needed to find a way to grow in the places we were now. There was a wisdom to be found, but only if she moved on. Maya, are you okay? Anya asked, putting her hand on my shoulder. Felt for the cubs. It was nothing. Yeah, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was nothing. Nothing for me to see at all. Whatever. They shouldn't have moved the cubs! The cubs! God damn it, man. They shouldn't have moved the cubs. Don't move the cubs. Don't move the cubs. It's my Brad Pitt impression. That's a timely reference there, for sure. The men should have left the cubs where they belong, I said, exasperated. Why did they interfere? They wanted to be kind, Daniel repeated. You can't condemn kindness. There was a slight gust of wind and the tree creaked. I remembered that sound from my dreams as well, a sound that made me feel safe. How often had he shared that story? I looked at the empty den. I don't care about Daniel. Is he a werewolf? That's what I want to know. Will the wolves come back here? I looked at the empty den. Daniel frowned. No, they won't. This place is cursed. This place is cursed for them. He looked at the burrows for a long time. This place is my friend, so I try and keep it important and respected. I think it's my mission, you know. I can relate to that. That's cool, I guess. I think I understand. The forest had a way of sending people on missions. Sending me on my quest. My quest mission. Mission. Daniel looked at the tree one last time. Goodbye, he said. Alright, we'll say bye. And we left. What about the other two places? Are we going to go look at them now? Oh, okay. Let's go to the place of power. Started with the hair on the back of my hands rising. The air around me seemed brighter, lighter. The leaves of tree trunks turned yellow and my skin started to prickle. Prickle, prickle. It started to prickle. It started to prickle. Prickle. I realized that I could hear anything except the low buzzing that was filling my ears. That's what I was getting from the feedback on them fucking headphones. Unfortunately, yeah, tripped and lost balance for a second. Then I caught myself. Everything around me was swaying, dissolving into the buzzing. I had to do something, snap out of it. I screamed. I willed it to stop. I tried to clear my mind. Let's just try and clear my mind, even though I'm all raged angry. This weird sensation was coming from within. After all, I just needed to find its source. But I wasn't the source, I realized. I was only resonating. The source was somewhere else. Yeah, it's the place of power we're going to. The fucking place with the power. We're feeling the power of the place. I opened my eyes, and when I did, I was looking straight at a clearing. I could see the silhouette of a person between the trees. Yeesh. Yeesh, that's a little creepy there. We were moving slowly, deliberately, and the moment I noticed them, I felt the buzzing slow down. I approached. Whoa! Whoa, what's up, dude? The clearing was a plateau between huge boulders. There were double-trunked trees between the rocks and an angular wooden construction that stuck out of the ground like a sore thumb. There was a bike leaning on it. But more importantly, there was a man, and he was moving in the most beautiful, harmonious way I had ever seen. It was hypnotizing. Couldn't stop looking at the way he moved, the way his muscles danced under his tanned skin. I admired the precision and the certainty, the way the man carried himself. I wanted to have that. I wanted to be like him, and I knew I could. The energy had been filling me. The energy has been filling me. Do, 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 do. The energy is filling me. Do, 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 do. Energy is filling me. Do, 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 do. Energy is filling me. Earlier took form. It was flowing in rhythm with his steps. With the flow of his hands, the words came out of my mouth, seemingly without my knowing. It turned into a Christmas song at the end there. That was great. Seemingly without my knowing. He'd be singing about Santa Claus. What did he do? What is wrong with this place? What is fucking wrong with this place? Come on, man. What the fuck is fucking wrong with this place? He stopped and looked at me. It's in pain, he said calmly. He stretched his hand toward me. I'm Cornell. I'm Cornell, he said with a hard German accent. Oh, how do you do Cornell in a German accent? I don't know. I can't pull that off. Shouldn't you be logging on the logging site? Daniel asked after him. I was introduced myself. I need to center myself. So, okay, he left the job to go to the place of power. They were cutting down trees in this forest. Yeesh. Imagine logging in a haunted forest. It's the wolf face in the boulders that I'm totally fucking blocking right now. Maybe I should have blocked the text instead of the images. Nah, actually, it looks cool. I'm in the image, right? Get out of here! Is it the right way? No, I'm not looking at him. Get the fuck out of here, guy. This is a wolf's den. It's a wolf's den. Here, this call is ladder. You see the logging. His eyes darken. His slaughter. Anya gasped quietly. Every priceless thing can be destroyed by greed. Logging is illegal, of course, but illegal is sometimes just a way of saying a bit more expensive but still profitable. Especially for huge corporations. The forest is hurt. The wound is getting bigger as is its desperation. Why doesn't anybody sabotage it? Why doesn't anyone know about it? It was wrong. Yeah, how come the fucking cops ain't doing it? I clenched my fist. This should be in the newspapers. People should hear about this. Cornell regarded me for a moment with a faint smile. You have a connection with this forest, don't you? You should come to the logging site and meet everyone. Absolutely, Anya said eagerly. What? Did he know something? About me, about my family, and about my dreams? This guy was acting a little like he wanted to draw me into a cult. Yeah, we'll see about that, I said, shrugging. He also shrugged. I didn't take you for the indifferent type. Guess I was wrong, but you can't escape your destiny. You can't escape your destiny. He jumped suddenly and looked at the wooden tower and the bike I had noticed earlier. The Schwab is getting restless, he said, and as Daniel pointed out, it should be on the logging site setting up the protest. Yeah, what the fuck? He named his bike Swallow? Oh, I do. Nice meeting you, Maya. All I wanted to do was get out of there. The moment he disappeared, the buzzing came back. It wasn't as strong as before, but it was there. All I wanted to do was get out of there. Yeah, I said that already. We went on through the greenery. The buzzing in my ears slowly decreased. I guess my only option now is the barrows, the graves. The graves. The fucking graves, man. Blocking the skull again. Hey, Skull, how do you feel about this fucking skull? Oh, I do feel pretty good. Skull. The dead hills. The trail soon disappeared. Sometimes we walked away from a barely visible path made by some animals. Sometimes we followed a stream or a gully. But for most of our trek, we walked through the dense undergrowth. I was getting impatient. The sun was barely noticeable through the dense canopy. It's not like we were going into a grave or something. I had no idea where the direction we were going, and I was starting to doubt if Daniel did either. It was a pleasant walk. No, the forest is loyal. I gotta be nice to the forest, otherwise the forest will fucking just murder me. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna get fucking murdered by the forest if I fuck around with the forest. Alright, stubbornly push on. I settled into a steady rhythm and stubbornly pushed on. Focused on my goal, I kept my eyes fixed on Daniel's back and slowly zoned out, which was not very smart. I'm too angry! I came to my senses when I almost tripped and fell. Watch where I place my feet and follow me, advised Daniel. We continued in silence. We had been walking for a while when I noticed Daniel's steps had become slower. He was also looking around more often, and we had hunched slowly. Fuck, we're lost! Where's the barrows? I just enjoyed the moment. Are we there yet? He froze for a second as though he had forgotten I was there. They're tricky to find sometimes, he mumbled. Be quiet for a minute, please. That's when I felt it, ash in my mouth, the smell of smoke and wet soil and a pull. I hushed him. No, you shut up, I said, focused and tensed. He tilted his head, puzzled. He didn't understand instead of watching me in silence. No, you shut up. No, you fucking showed up. I showed him the right direction. Something wants me to go there. I pointed to my left under a dying tree. He looked at me for another long moment. You don't know the way. I ignored him and started walking. I gotsed it. I know how to get around this creepy-ass woods that I've never been to before. I ignored him and moved toward the pole. He followed me, and I followed my feet, knowing exactly where we should go. Under the crooked tree, past the dead tree trunk and the mushroom-like shrooms. Across the patch of wet, dark green moss. All the way to the place that didn't look like much. Different than the other parts of the forest. Till you moved the mounds. There was something about the flattened hills that drew my attention. It's where the graves are. It must have been bigger in the past. I don't remember. I could remember. I felt dizzy. Oh, yeah, I felt dizzy. What's happening to me? I looked at Daniel. Is this? I trailed off, literally forgetting to speak as it happened. It was a feeling anchored in my chest, akin to the taste of ash in my mouth and the smell of smoke, longing, sadness, resignation. But there was more. A sense of sacredness. It filled me with a calm excitement. And when I closed my eyes, I saw a fire burning in the darkness. Voices. The dead were trapped beneath the stones, their bodies tangled in roots. Some wore ancient Roman armor, some rags, some uniforms from World Wars, some modern camo. Their eyes were clogged with wet clay, but their mouths moved, repeating the stories of their lives. Will you tell them our stories? They asked. Will you remember us? Didn't know their stories were boring. No, only one story was important. Let's go with boring. Fuck off, dead people. You fucking dead. The stories were too banal. I had better stories to tell. Stories of failed heroes and senseless bloodshed. Was the fucking DM talking to me? When I opened my eyes, Daniels was watching me. You were somewhere else, he said. You said you had family here? And nodded the question. Let's dodge the question. What does that have to do with anything? I snapped, dodging the question. He sighed. I'm just not nice to Daniel, apparently. He's probably... I'm an angry person who's lashing out irrationally in a high-tense situation, because that's what they do, and that's how it works. I don't think you should be here, he said tersely. You're not ready. I didn't feel ready. He knew something. No, fucking tell me, Daniel, you fuck. Why? What do you know? I wasn't letting it go. About you, not much, but that I know the forest, Puzeta. It sounds so much less scary when you say it aloud. The past is close here. His eyes were worried as he looked at me, and if the Puzeta calls to you, it's wise to listen. It's not wise to get lost in the voices. Come. On my way back, I was lost in my thoughts. The voices in the vision knew what I had to do. It was almost they expected of me. Was this what the forest wanted from me? I discarded the thought. Alright, we'll fucking stop listening to the voices. I felt a little tired. The shadows of the enormous trees cooled the sweat on my skin, and the taste of ash lingered in my mouth. I guess we'll go back. That's all we got left to do. We going back. Oh, there's another person there too. Hi. Hello. Oh, I'll just completely block you. No, wait, is that my character? Right? Yeah, that is my character. So yeah, it's like I'm there. Sure. Serendipity. As we walked through town, Anya nudged me and pointed at a tall, broad-shouldered, freckled guy standing at the bus stop with a lost expression on his face. I remember his face from pictures on social media. It was the friend who stood me up earlier. Yeah, let's, should we get mad at him? No, let's not get mad at him. Bartek? He sounds like a Star Trek character. Bartek. Cadet Bartek. I asked him, getting his attention. Maya, what are you doing here? He blurted out, I was surprised he saw me. I was sure you missed the bus. No, I already went to the woods and shit, and it's fine. We don't need your character anymore. We had Daniel, the random guy who was there. We started walking and talking. His accent was broad and East European. I flooded him with questions. Anya liked him? Why would I fucking... How do I know that? I caught him looking at me. Let's just ask him some questions. He loved talking about his home, so when I flooded him with questions, he kindly obliged. He talked about the village. It became a tourist destination. How the logging business moved to a nearby town. How the train stopped coming and the local station had been turned into a hotel for wealthy foreign hunters. The dozens and dozens of bison statues scattered around the village watched us indifferently. Oh, that's interesting. I want to see some of those. Walked around the only street in the village, nearing the center, if you could call it that. Every house had a garden, and the air was dense with the fragrance of flowers. I took a deep breath. Ow. My face got caught in the mask. He was lying straight to my face. So he had nothing that connected me to it. What the fuck, man? I threw my arms in the air. You wrote to me a few days ago. Said you had something. You know what? I think you should drop it. I'm one of the Cubs. Should I fucking explode on him? Just murder him? Just murder him for not having the info he said he was gonna have? We're gonna be feel hurt? That sucks that you don't have no fucking info. Kind of fucking useless at this point. Well, if Anya did like him, I just fucked it up for her. Well, he brushed his forehead with the back of his hand. I did ask. I started with old people. I told him that my friend from the States was looking for her roots and wanted to know about the place her family came from. You know the drill. At first, people were very, receptive. I waited for the other shoe to drop, and then I mentioned your name. He shook his head. Ooh, so even they know who I am. Please, no tension. One of the old men here told me to go to hell. The other spat on the ground and his wife crossed herself. For a moment he looked younger and smaller, and then my own grandmother told me to stop asking. She said something else as well. Oh, what? I asked. What? She told me to pray for you. Suddenly the sweet golden afternoon wasn't so sweet and golden anymore. Fucking let's go mad. Let's get mad. I didn't need their prayers. We walked in silence, but my mind was in overdrive. People didn't want to talk, and that could only mean one thing. I was on the right track. My pulse quickened, and I tensed up like a hound that smelled blood. I was on the right track. I needed to gather my thoughts. Yes, I needed to gather my thoughts. It was good to meet you in person, I said, but I need to be going. All this traveling and walking through the forest, it was sure exhausting, I smiled. Sure, where are you staying? Turns out we were going the same way, of course. Yeah, dude. Left Anya and Bartek outside. They were lost in a conversation. Didn't even notice that I was gone. See ya, suckers! When I was out of the shower, Anya was back, smiling and a little flustered. What a day, she smiled. So what do you think? I made a quick mental inventory of everything that happened in the day. We were cutting down the forest. Place power made a sure impression. Danny was fucking weird. Moved by the story of the wolves. I was freaked out by the vision at the barrows. I think that was the scariest one. Something strange happened when I was visiting the old barrows, I said, and I instantly regretted it. Never mind, I was probably just dehydrated. Yeah, that was probably it, but you looked weird. She laughed nervously. A lot of those things today were weird if you think about it. Let's go with the move by the story of the wolves. The wolves that were kidnapped and died in captivity. I sighed. The story stayed with me, you know. She put a hand on my arm. Divided families, huh? It's okay, Maya. Jesus, gonna let me go through everything individually. I guess, yeah, we'll do this one. I can't believe they're logging. He's in the forest. Wanted to check out this protest people were talking about. Daniel was a weird guy. He acted like he learned how to be human from a book he didn't understand. Oh God. Oof. People probably said that about me. I know, right? Maybe it's the isolation. He seems to spend most of his time in the forest. Place of power sure made an impression. Yeah, sure did. That's why I had it at the bottom of my list. Cornell seemed cool though, Anya answered, and seemed to really understand what you're going through. I didn't feel like talking no more. You know what? I'm seriously tired. Let's call it a day, shall we? Soon we were both in our beds, ready to sleep. I was tired, sure, but also excited, and excitement isn't the best for sleep. I lay there for a while, thinking about everything that happened and that might happen next. The wind from the open window lapped over my skin as I watched the silver rectangle painted on the wall by the moonlight. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw the tangled branches, the stone Daniel asked me to throw, the leaves. I came here with one question, and now I had so many. I felt I was getting closer to the answers. Yes, yes, the answers. I felt that the answers I was looking for were within my reach. I should go and see the logging protest, find Cornell, and make him talk. After a long while, all these thoughts became blurry, and they slowly started to turn into pictures and songs and chords. I drifted off. I drifted off. I drifted off. Oh. A night in the woods, my anger is real high. Dead nourished the soil in the barrels long ago. Now the trees are their hands, their leaves, their eyes. They wait. They wait. It feels the excitement rising within my stomach, then throughout my whole body. I am a weapon. I am a cub. I am a cub. I'm the baby cub. I am a wolf cub like the ones my grandfather told me about. I will grow and my fangs will become sharper. I will taste blood. I will feel a pull and surrender to it. I will run toward a clearing. There are piles of fresh corpses of people who died too young, skinned and mutilated. Their loved ones standing around them. There's bodies everywhere. Unable to do anything. Waiting. I'm also blocking the lady again. There's a lady there. She's all covered in blood. And there's blood and guts and shit everywhere. There's fucking shit everywhere, yo. I roar, I howl, I look around. My nostrils flare. Who did it? Who murdered the trees? There's a stench in the air like meat rotting in acid. But somehow it's worse. I see the monstrous army. Their mandibles are whirling chainsaws. Their long metal arms are wrapped with black pipes that are like glistening intestines. Their smell is vile. They wait, unmoving. I turn to the forest for answers. I pay my respects to the dead. Words come to me in a language that I don't remember, but that I know. Words about revenge and death and sacrifice. And then my voice tells me to look at the sky. There, between the stars, two shapes circle each other. An old, sad wolf with gray hair and a white weasel. They keep their eyes on one another and they continue their dance, suspicious but not hostile. Need to fight the enemy, the awful, rotting stench. I know that much. But how can we do that when we don't trust each other? They stop. They look at me in the clearing. I look at them cautious. I sing to them. I sing to them. I'm definitely should be singing to them. That's definitely a thing I should be doing. I sing to them in words I don't understand, but that I understand. They come down to me and their voice is in the voice of the forest. We've been calling you, and you finally came. Hello, hello, Mrs. Werewolf. Please come here. Please, we've been fucking trying to call you. I wake up. Please wait. Please, please wait, please wait. Got a moon in the corner that I'm blocking again. Alright, chapter 2. We're going to take a little break. We'll come back and play this some other time. But I think we're good for right now. We'll play chapter 2 some other time. There's also another werewolf game entirely that's actually like a third-person werewolf game that I might play at some point on the channel, but I didn't have the money for it right this week. So yeah, fuck that. We're gonna play this one for tonight. That's gonna be it. I've got to go crawl into my werewolf bed and get some werewolf nunny nights. Get some werewolf nunny nights going on there. Okay? Okay, everybody? Is that okay with you, everybody? Is that okay? Oh, is the fucking stuffed animal not working? Oh, it's alright. Alright. Bye, everybody.